Hi everyone. Did you know that with AION platform you can apply filters to a list of prioritized variants? Let's see how to do it. Filters allow the user a greater flexibility by showing variants that fulfill criteria specified by the user. For example, a user might directly want to take a look at variants behaving in a specific mode of inheritance, or alternatively might be interested to take a look at variants located in a concrete gene based on very specific phenotype features. So let's take a look at the different filters. Users can use the filtering options through clicking on those icons above each one of the columns. So to start with, the gene filter allows to select all ranks related to same gene. That can be very useful to analyze what different phenotypes are linked to a same variant or gene. Also, this filter can be used to check if a gene contains more than one variant in recessive diseases, for example. Then we also have the frequency filter, which allows the user to filter using frequency data from NOM-ID version 2.1.1, which is especially suitable for coding regions. User can check all boxes with a suitable frequency, and in a very near future, it will be also possible to input a frequency threshold to check all boxes automatically. Then we also can use zygosity and segregation filters, which relate to genotypes from the patient and their parents. While zygosity is specifically referred to the patient, segregation refers to the mode of inheritance of the variant from the parents. Variants can be of paternal origin, maternal from both parents, or de novo, and that would be reflected on the segregation filter. These filters are mainly useful to spot variants behaving in a specific mode of inheritance compatible with the disease of interest, but also can be used to spot Mendelian inconsistencies, for example. Then we also can use the variant effect filter, which of course is useful to focus on variant types of particular interest to the variant scientist. Most users are mainly interested in the loss of function variant types, such as a splice acceptor or splice donor taps, for example. But we have to remember that some diseases are caused by other very specific types of variants, such as missense variants, splicing variants, or non-coding variants. Then we also can use the inheritance pattern filter, which is useful in those cases where a particular mode of inheritance is suspected. For example, a dominant mode of inheritance would be suspected when one of the parents is also affected in the family. This filter can effectively be combined with zygosity and segregation filters. Afterwards, we can also use the classification filter, which allows us to focus on variants classified as pathogenic or benign by three different frameworks. The first classification is based on ClinVar database. Users can choose to first focus on variants that have already been described as pathogenic in ClinVar, for example. The second classification is based on ACMG guidelines, as users can choose to focus on variants annotated as pathogenic or likely pathogenic by AION's ACMG criteria implementation. Finally, users can also filter ranks according to ML score. And this filter is particularly useful in those situations in which variants are not annotated as pathogenic by ClinVar or ACMG guidelines. In this case, AION would point to interesting potentially pathogenic variants based on our machine learning pipeline. As you can see here, thresholds to apply this filter, both for benign or pathogenic variants, are set to 50% and 90%. As ML scores range from 50% to 100%, setting the threshold to 50% would take all pathogenic or benign variants independently of the amount of evidence supporting those predictions. while 90% would only pick variants with very strong predictions of benignancy or pathogenicity. Finally, we can also filter AION ranks, letting the user examine only ranks within the top 5, the top 10 or top 20 positions. And that would be a general overview of filtering options for AION's case results view. If you still have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us, and thank you very much for watching.